Hello students. So today we will continue our discussion on the lesson about networking concepts. In the last class we have discussed about the networking concepts. So about the computer network and its components. So today we will study about the advantages of the networking. In the last class we have discussed about the network and its components, what the messages, what are the network consists of, that the message, sender, receiver, transmission, medium, protocol, that we have discussed in the last class. Today we will discuss about the advantages of the networking. Now see the advantages of networking. What are the advantages? Advantages of networking. Okay, now see the first advantage. Efficient use of storage media. Efficient use of storage media. So first advantage, the efficient use of storage media. So it is more economical to store an application or a software on a network drive than to store a copy of the application on each user's storage device. For example, you can take efficient use of storage media means if many computers are connected over a network, and on the network drive, if we install an application, so directly we can use that media, that application, that software from the network. No need to install that software in the each computers. So it is not mandatory. So they will use the storage media. For example, we can understand in the bank, many banks are there, and all the banks are able to access the information of the customers. Now all the customers' information, where it is saved? It is saved in one bank? No, it is saved at over a network, at a central server. So all the banks are accessing the information at a particular place, which is the central server, the central location. So bank A, B, C, D, many banks are there. A, B, C, D. All these banks are accessing the information from where? From the central server, and all the information is stored at this place only. So if every bank wants to store all the information, so they have to purchase the more storage, like they have to purchase the hard disk. So it will be costly. All the banks will need the information. So what they have, all are connected with the network, and all whenever a bank B is need the detail of customer X, so they will request for the details of customer X. So this server will provide the information. They will access from there. A will also access from here. D will also access from here. C will also access from here. Both the persons are detailed. Customer X. Okay. So like this, the efficient use of storage media. So it is economical to store an application software on a network than to store a copy of the application on each user's, means ABCD, on each user's storage device. It is better to have a one big hard disk. It is better to have a one big hard disk in the server than to have a small hard disk in different computers. Computers are using 500 GB hard disk, 1 TB hard disk. It is better to have a one big hard disk here. Suppose here that is the 1000 TB hard disk is there. 1000 TB hard disk. 1000. Suppose 1000 TB. This terabyte hard disk is there. Now lakhs of computers are connected with this. Many computers, many banks are there. Lakhs of computers are connected with this 1000 terabyte. 1024 terabyte means 1 petabyte. So you can take as 1024 terabyte as 1 petabyte. That is the storage of the server. So 1 petabyte server is there. So lakhs of computers are connected. Now each computer, suppose 500 GB hard disk, that is half TB, or half TB means 1 by 2 TB. At each computer 1 terabyte hard disk is there, and 1 lakh computers you want to connect. So 1 lakh computers means 10 to the power 5. So half of 10 to the power 5 is 50,000. That is 5 into 10 to the power 50,000 terabyte. 50,000 terabyte disk is needed. Now here 1024 terabyte is enough to handle 1 lakh computers. So that is the efficient use of storage media. Next is the preserving information. That how we preserve the information. Second advantage is we can preserve the information. So it is difficult to maintain the regular backups on a number of standalone computers. So when you keep backups on a central location, you may have one place to look for the lost information. So for the backup purpose also, in this computer A, B have some information. If the hard disk of this computer B crashed and they want to recover their data, so they can easily recover their data from this central location. So it will be easy for the backup. Now, so for the backup, suppose some storage is needed in each computer. So if the backup is provided over the network, so every computer over this network will save their storage. So that storage, what they will save, they can use for the other purpose for any other application programs. Okay, so if there will be enough storage in the computer, so computer's speed will be also good. It will work smoothly. Next is the reduction in the hardware cost. Second is the reduction in the hardware cost. Preserving information. So now second advantage is preserving information. So over the network we can create our backup to preserve the information. Second, preserving information. Second advantage, network preserves our information. Preserving information. Network preserves our information. Third advantage is reduction in hardware cost. Yes, reduction in hardware cost. This example you can take. Suppose many computers are there in an office. Suppose 10 computers are there. 10 computers are there in the office. 10 computers, but one printer. 10 computers and one printer. So this one printer can be attached with one computer only without network. Now 9 persons, how they will use the printer? They will not be able to use the printer because those persons have the printer. Either he give his printer, you take my printer, go and attach with your computer, or he can ask the person to give your data in the pen drive, then I will do the print work for you. So only 2 options are there. And at third option, that each person purchase one printer. So 10 computers means they require 10 printers, but there is availability of one printer. So 9 more printers is needed. So this issue can be resolved with the help of the network. If suppose a network will be there, a network will be created with the help of the hub or switch. So these 10 computers and one printer means 11 devices. We connect these 11 devices. We connect with the switch or hub. Both the same thing. With the switch. Switch is a device, network device. So with the switch, if you connect, see, here 5 and here 9 to 11. So 11 devices connected with the switch. Now any computer can access. Suppose it is the printer. This is the printer. Now if each computer can use the printer. So computer 1, if give command for the print, so switch will take this command that the computer 1 wants to use the printer. That command will forward to this printer. Now the printout will be taken out. Now next time computer 3 wants to use. This is computer 1, computer 2, computer 3, computer 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All 10 computers are there. Now each person can give the command to the switch and that command will be forwarded to the printer. Now at this time with the help of the network, they have reduction in the hardware cost. Now they have, now so with the help of the switch and the cable, they have saved so many prices. but they will save the 7 prices of the printer. So that is the reduction in the hardware cost. So many hardware, 7 printers they have saved. Next is the efficiency. Efficiency in the network. The deletion, modification or upgradation of the software is done at a single point only. So if you want to do any modification over the network, suppose if you want to change the printer, this printer is out of order, new printer you brought, attach it with this printer. Upgradation is also very easy. So if any computer is out of order, remove that computer, brought any other one, attach it with this, now they will start work. Next is the redundancy. A network reduces the need for hard copies of all documents. Sharing a data copy of a file over the network eliminates the or greatly reduces the need to share hard copies or reports of another. Now if the computers are connected to this network, if computer 1 wants to share the information to computer 8, no need to give the printout of that copy. So he will directly send the file, this electronic file to the computer 8. He will get that file and he can read the information. Before that, if it was not there, computer 8 person not give the information, so what will do? He will take the printout, then give, or he will put in the pen drive. Two options are there. So redundancy here, the same, no need to create the multiple copies. So one person will prepare the report, they can share with the other 9 members. Okay. Next, the quickest document delivery. Now with the help of the network, provides a facility to instantly deliver the soft copies. So to deliver the hard copies, it will take the time for printing, and after that it will take the time for traveling to visit that person. Now in this, with the help of the network, instantly within a second, the same file will be transmitted to the other person, to the other computer over the network. So the quickest document delivery is also in this. So we have studied advantages of networking. 5 advantages we have studied today. Fourth one, efficiency. And the fifth one, redundancy, means no repetition. Redundancy means if you are doing the same task, if you are storing the same information several number of times, that is called the redundancy. Sixth one, since the testing we have studied quickest document delivery, means quickest delivery, quickest document delivery, quickest document delivery. Okay. So this is all for the today, students. In the next class, we will continue our discussion and we will study about the networking media like Ethernet cables, coaxial cables, crossover cables, straight-through cables, or baseband coaxial cable, or broadband coaxial cable, optical fiber cable. All these discussions we do in the next class. So this is all for today. Thank you for your kind attention.